Hello everyone, this is Helios Raven. I tell you how I do it, even if you don't care. And I'm sorry for those who were expecting a Battlefleet Gothic video this week. I do apologize. It's coming. I promise you it'll be up next week. What happened was basically I forgot to film one last minute thing for this week's video. And I got a little distracted with New York Comic Con last weekend. I had to go do a coverage of that for a radio show I work for, Non-Productive. You can check them out at nonproductive.com. I'll put a link in the description to them about some crazy cool stuff there. I met some some big name celebrities like Peter Mayhew and Veronica Taylor and some other guys like that. So I'm going to have that video up next week once I get the last minute things that I need recorded for this particular video recorded, because some special things happen in the next installment. So for right now, just to get something up so you guys know I haven't forgotten about you guys, I'm going to do a video response to Fortress Monastery's video on famous models in your army. He posted a video asking the question is, do you have a famous model that is renowned in your army amongst your fellow gamers? Like one who's done something really crazy or really awesome paint scheme or something to that effect that the model is known for. And I do have one. I have one that is this guy here. This is my Chaos Dreadnought. It was converted from a venerable dreadnought that someone didn't want anymore. So I turned it all chaosy. I got rid of all the Imperial Eagles, added some Chaos Chains, some horns on him, some evil chaosy bits. Did some Zenith Thousand Sun looking mold faces coming out of the armor. Crafted my own plasma cannon gun arm. Added like a meat hook and some stuff to it. And tried to put the little smoke launcher on top because I think he has one in the Forge World version. I think they put the Chaos on the Chaos Dreadnoughts. They put on the Forge World models. They put a smoke launcher on top of them. So I decided to put it there, and I gave him a little Space Marine helmet on the little hook there. And this guy is pretty well known in my gaming circle. His name is Barabbas. And he's known for two things. What he's mainly known for amongst most people in the gaming store that I go to is for his light up eyes. He's got a little light in his head, and his eyes glow, and it gives him some pretty creepy looks. Because I carved out, it may look weird right now because he's got a regular Space Marine helmet eye, and then he's got this little like bionic eye. So I carved him out to space out to what they would look like regularly. So he's got this cool little eye glow thing going. But he's most famous amongst players as the most Imperial-loving Chaos Dreadnought you've ever seen. And by this, I mean this Chaos Dreadnought has killed my entire army for my opponent. Normally, when the beginning of a battle happens, and most of my friends that I play with play Imperial legions, on the very first turn, I roll for what he gets. And he usually gets Fire Frenzy. And because it's just the opening deployment, the closest thing to him is my own guys. And he's got a plasma cannon and a heavy flamer. So he just turns around and rips apart an entire squadron of Thousand Suns instantly. And it's the only time my Thousand Suns fail their invulnerable saving throws, is when Barabbas attacks them, because they don't expect it. And usually at that point, he always does it. Like, it's very rare that he rolls a sane roll or fighting frenzy roll. He usually gets the shooting frenzy roll whenever I use him, and he always ends up shooting at my own guys. So I've lost a lot of dudes because this Dreadnought decided it's still loyal to the Imperium for some reason. And so that's what he's well famous for, is the sheer fact that no matter what the conditions are, there is a 90% chance that he is going to turn around and shoot my own guys. And it stinks because, you know, usually I have to move my troopers away and I don't have any rhinos yet. So they're usually the closest thing to him when he goes on a Fire Frenzy, and Fire Frenzy he shoots all of his weapons twice. And he's got a plasma cannon. And it's just, he always does it every time, so he just rips apart my whole army. And it's gotten to the point where they're like, oh, I don't need to worry, you know, Barabbas will kill this group. Like, they factor in Barabbas here killing at least a squad of 1,000 Suns before he needs to deal with him. And then he usually goes down. Like, once he's killed 1 or 2 troops on his own, he gets shot up and knocked down. And it's just, it's like, it's sort of frustrating. It's gotten to the point where I've replaced him. I try to replace him with a Defiler whenever possible because I get the same results without the model killing me. But this is, like I said, this is probably my most famous model right now, is this guy here. Because he is Barabbas, the 1,000 Suns Chaos Dreadnought that's still loyal to the Imperium. So, what do you guys have any special famous models that are, you know, either done something super heroic, something super stupid like him, survived crazy amounts of battle no matter what? I mean, is there anything like an example of mine is one friend I know has this crazy chaplain on a bike that just won't die. I mean, we threw a Nightbringer at him. I think the only thing that killed him was a Warhound Titan, and that needed to shoot at him for 3 or 4 rounds before he died. And it didn't kill him until he joined up with a squad of dudes, and then he blew up the whole squad and him with him. So, that's like, so do you have anything crazy like that or something? And if you do, either post a comment in this video, or click a video response so we can see your model, your very famous model, in person. And also check out Fortress Monastery. You know, I'll put a link in the description for the particular video that this is a video response to, and I'll link this video to that one, so you can see what model he talked about in his famous models. So that's it for now. Like I said, the Battlefleet Gothic report is coming. It is, and this is actually probably might be the conclusion to the battle report here. You know, just a little sneak preview. You're going to see the final video, which is part 4, next week. And there's going to be a lot of cool twists. Pardon my phone. There's going to be a lot of cool twists and awesome surprises, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. And when it's all over, I'm going to have a big announcement. So, until then, this is Helios Raven, signing off.